Okay. I don't know what the deal is with that computer. It keeps freezing on me. I'm going to have to start using this other one. That's not cool. It takes, when that happens, it takes you out the groove. Hey, look, I'm RBG. The red, black, and the green. Now, where did we leave off? We was talking about persons who come to social media, and many of them, they express peace and love with my people. I love black people, they say. But the reality is, they feed on negativity. They feed on drama. They feed on hellfire. Because that's just who they are. I knew a lady, and no matter what happened, she was a Christian, no matter what happened, it's all right. Jesus will fix it. Now, you could say she's like that because she's a Christian, and we know she's not like that because she's a Christian, because we know that there are Christians and offshoots of Christianity, like the Hebrew Israelites. They are some very nasty, profane type people. We know this. Hey, what's up there, Sister Tangi? Sister Tangi is in the house, and we hope that our Sister Tangi and her family, we hope that they are recovering well from that illness. Sister Tangi, California, back in the house, back in the groove. Send a shout out to all our people out there in YouTube land. Razzie Fry, Armor Delight, Mellow Cap, Tafari Smith, Brother Denzel, MD20. Shout out to Black Sound, the Uncensored channel. Angela Hines, Sean Davis, Christopher Steffens, our people in London, Just Acting, The Resident. Also, I know I'm missing somebody. Sister Ann, Small Talk. All our people. And I know I'm missing somebody else. It's on the tip of my tongue. Razzie Fry. Phil Fox. Yeah. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But we're starting to get past our 10 subscribers and 10 views. so please excuse me. But you are in the top 10, top 11. Okay? Never forgotten. All right, let's get this off our shoulder real quick. So there are those who thrive off the filth, off the slop, the negativity of social media. They cry and they claim peace and love, but their actions is different. Again, that sister that I knew, you could say that she was like that because of Christianity. No, she's just like that because she was just a nice person. The majority of you out here are just nice people. You are just kind people. Has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with any ideology. You're just a nice person. You're just a person that treat people the way that you want to be treated. When you have people who only act kind and loving because of a religion, then they are fake. And pretty soon, sooner or later, they will turn on you. Like Malcolm X found out. They will turn on you. They will stab you in your back. I want to talk about mental illness. Because these same people talk about peace and love, and then they make mockery of mental illness. They make mockery and use mental illness as a joke, as a tool to fuel their nastiness. Mental disorder, mental illness is not a joke. It's not something to play with. It's not something funny. I was locked up in an insane asylum for 10 years. And many of those people did not suffer mental illness. They were drug addicts. Most of them, they were drug addicts. And even the doctors would tell you their psychosis is related to drug use. But then there are those who suffer low self-esteem that they want to kill themselves. There are those who don't see, why should I live? There are those who lose loved ones, wives, husbands, and children, and they can't get over the grief. They don't care about life anymore. I found myself listening to people's stories, and the people wanted to talk to me more than the doctors, the therapists, the psychiatrists, the psychologists, because they found me more sincere listening to their story. I'm just minding my own business, and somebody just walk up and start telling me their life story. And I listen. Many people, and there are some here on YouTube, some of them hate me now, but when we first met, they talked to me 5-6 hours, and I listened to their story. I listened to their story. Sometimes that's all somebody wants is, will you listen to me? We live in a very problematic world. We live in a world violent, nasty, hostile. It'll drive you crazy. We have people that suffer trauma. There are women and there are men who have gone through a divorce or a breakup with their girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. They can't get over it. And they carry that because of their intense love for that person, but the relationship is over and they can't get over it. When we talk about mental illness, mental disorder, and then we come on YouTube trying to use it as a joke, as a tool to hurt somebody, what does that say about that person? You never hear me call people crazy. Out of all my years on YouTube, I don't go around calling people, oh, you crazy, you insane. I've never done that. Because you have people who do lose their minds. The majority of people with mental illness are not violent. But then there are those who will become violent. And they will hurt you. If I was as mentally ill as these people claim, you'd be a fool to be messing with me because I might show up at your damn door. But you do that because you know I'm not insane. You know I'm not crazy like that. But if I was you, I would be careful because you never know. You never know about people mental stability. And they do lose it. And the last thing on their mind is you. It happens all the time. People suffer trauma in this country. There are some women who get raped. They can't recover. There are people who have been exploited. They can't recover. Just like you can hurt your arm, just like you can hurt your legs, you can hurt your brain. Your brain can come into disrepair. And so when your mind is filled with a lot of religious, supernatural, spiritual stuff, it makes a person who already their mind is gone, it makes it worse because that religion and spirituality feeds the disorder. And so you have people who say, God told them to kill. God told them to make you a slave. Jesus told me to do this. The devil made me do this. And they carry it out. Now, there are those who want to call me mentally ill, and we're going to talk about my mental illness. You're actually doing me a favor. Because, see, when you are mentally ill or when you're labeled mentally ill, you're not responsible for your actions. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing. A mentally ill person don't plan. A mentally ill person just acts. A mentally ill person. If I was truly mentally ill, there's no way I can handle these people the way that I do because mentally ill people don't function that way. I know how they function because I was around it for 10 years. A mentally ill person is not responsible for their actions. So if a mentally ill person is not responsible for their action, and another thing, a mentally ill person don't care what you talking about. A mentally ill person don't care that you calling them, you crazy. They don't care. That don't bother them at all. That bothers a person who knows they are not mentally ill, at least to that, at least to that level. It bothers them because they know that you're telling a lie and you're making mockery. But a person who truly is suffering mental disorder, they don't care about that, what you're talking about. So you really doing me a favor by calling me mentally ill because whatever I done, I'm not responsible for my action. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm not responsible for my actions. But I do suffer, and I've talked about this before, I do suffer a problem because of the trauma, in my life. One of the most traumatic things that happened to me was being bullied for about 3 years straight. I don't know why this person decided to pick on me. I was a little fragile little fella, barely weighed over 100 pounds. I was nonviolent. I didn't bother nobody, but for some reason, this person wanted to pick on me. Every time I went outside, every time I went on the street, I had to worry about this piece of trash messing with me. Some of you have dealt with this. And when you're around this person, you have to be careful what you say because it might trigger them. You got to be careful what you do because it might trigger them. You live in fear. And I did this for almost 3 years, something like that. So when I talk about black men and cowardice and being a sissy, I know what that's like. I know what it is to be scared. Because I lived it. Living in fear. What is it that they say? A brave man dies once, but a coward dies 1,000 times. I kept dying over and over again. It's a horrible existence. I used to cross the bridge to go to school, and I used to look down at the bottom, and I used to say to myself, the only thing I have to do is just jump. I don't have to deal with this no more. Sister Tangi had a comment in the section talk about suicide. Tired of this. Used to drive a car, and I knew I could take that car and wreck it and kill myself. Thoughts of suicide. That's a horrible existence. And we do have people who can't handle life. They take their life. They commit suicide for whatever reason. They cross that line, and there's no return. What a despicable, what an evil person to run around and make mockery of people suffering mental illness, making like it's a joke. And then, as we grow older, many of us will begin to lose our brain functioning. Some of us have experienced our grandparents or a parent. They losing. They can't remember things no more. You begin to suffer dementia. And you start becoming helpless. I watched my mother slowly fade away. I watched the people in the nursing home where she stayed. I watched these people slowly deteriorating. And we come on YouTube, and it's a joke, and it's funny, until it's your turn. We act like these things can't affect us. We want to call for the death of people like we're not going to die. We want to talk about somebody's crazy like we can't lose our mind. A car accident can change your life overnight. You was perfectly healthy. You get involved in a severe car accident, change your life forever. Now you can't walk, you can barely talk. There are things that's always happening that can change your life in the blink of an eye. Some of us are carrying serious diseases. We don't know. Some of us there's a heart attack waiting for some of us. And you think you all healthy. You think you all strong. There's a heart attack waiting for you. Some of us have high blood pressure and don't know it. We have diabetes and don't know it. We have cancer and don't know it. And we laughing and joking. I eat vegetables. Hey, deacons, I eat vegetables. I'm not going to have a heart attack. Because I eat vegetables. People that eat vegetables get diabetes. People that eat vegetables have heart attacks. People that eat vegetables get cancer. Because it's more than eating vegetables. The very air we breathe in is poison. The soil is poison. The water is polluted. You think that you're going to avoid sickness. You think you're going to avoid death because you ate some vegetables. I'm drinking my green juice. You think Jesus is going to save you. You think Muhammad is going to save you. The COVID is a prime example. Young, old, rich, poor, didn't make no difference. COVID killed everybody. The vegetarians, the meat eaters, the babies, whatever. COVID killed you all. You cannot save yourself from death. When your number is up, it's up. You can run, but you cannot hide from death. You can go into a cave somewhere. On the top of a mountain, death is going to find you. There's nowhere that you can run and hide. There's nothing that you can do going to save you from that. So that's why we really believe in spirituality and all these type of things, because we are afraid of death. We are afraid of the unknown. Why don't you learn how to live your life and treat people with kindness? Treat a person like you want to be treated. Maybe things will be much better for you than you run around here hoping you get a second chance when you die, you're going to go to heaven. And we talked about this last week on the video. God don't promise, Allah don't promise these people heaven. He don't promise the hereafter. You can be good and righteous all you want to. There's no guarantee that you're going to get a place in the hereafter. So what bullying done to me, it made me become very aggressive. It made me become a fighter. And I got rid of my oppressor when I began to fight back. But see, this is the problem. Because of that trauma, it makes me want to fight against all the, not little people. I want to fight these forces that act like a bully. So when they locked me up in the crazy house, they actually fed this thing, my bullying, this trauma that I had, because I saw them as a bully. And I don't want to listen to them. I want to fight them because they the big bad state of Missouri. See, when all those people, 2021, during the purge, when those 13 people or whatever decided to attack Angelsnupnup7, they fed my sickness because they are the bullies, 13 against 1. I'm ready to fight. I need to bring this bully down. You don't know that you was feeding a sickness. And I'm going to win. So for me, because I know I have this sickness, I have to be careful what battles I choose. I have to try to understand, okay, you don't need to fight that battle. One of the reasons why I go in on the Nation of Islam is because they think they're so smart. The supreme wisdom. We know it all. And I don't know nothing. We stupid. We don't know nothing. A bully. So I want to bring you down. I want to bring all the black conscious garbage down. And the Pan-African crap down. Because you're a bully. You think you smart. You think you highly intelligent. You think you know it all. I want to bring you down. I want to show you you're not as smart and tough as you think you are. And I break them down. Some of these people need to be brought down. Because they think they're so smart, high and mighty. I do the research. Your research ain't nothing. Your research ain't nothing. Your information ain't nothing. And so when we talk, they turn up their nose at us. Okay, all right. So here it comes. So the high and mighty, next thing you know, they crying about what Angelsnupnup7 say. What you crying about what I have to say for? You high and mighty. You better than me. You stronger. The supreme wisdom. God is on your side. All this crap that you talking about. What you angry at me for? Bring them down. Yanga bringing them down. Lex Vortex bringing them down. All these people come to the platform. I'm going to humiliate and embarrass them, bringing them down. They can't even get started good. Mama said, knock you out. I don't even have to talk that long. And they going to submit. But this is necessary. It's necessary sometimes because some folks get too, what they say, you get too big for your britches. Know it all. How the hell can you brag and don't have nothing, don't have a pot to piss in, and you bragging about something? You can't brag about nothing. So I know I have a mental illness because I have to control myself. All battles aren't worth fighting. But because of the trauma of a bully messing with me, I'm ready to go with all of them. I go into these chat rooms and I take on the whole chat by myself and break the whole chat down by myself. You so smart, the supreme wisdom, so intelligent. The only thing they can do is say, block him. He crazy. That's the only thing that you can do. But I thought you were so intelligent. I thought you had the supreme wisdom. I thought you was fast moving, quick thinking right down to the modern time. They crying and whimpering. If you can't deal with me, what make you think you're going to deal with the powers that be? We talk truth to power. Yeah, talk. You're not going to do nothing to them. I'm like Tony Montana. You messing with me, you're messing with the best. You're messing with the best. So yeah, I'm mentally ill. Because I'm a bully. I was bullied. And some battles I understand you don't have to fight. So I have to control myself sometimes. Let the idiot go ahead and roll out, whatever. All battles aren't worth fighting. I don't like when people lie to me. I don't like being exploited. You told me the mother plane is going to come and do this. You was telling me about Jesus is going to do that. Blah, blah, blah. It's all lies. So I'm out here doing what I can for Jesus. I'm out here hustling, doing what I can for Allah. And it's all lies. I don't appreciate that. And I was a child. I was a teenager. And you're going to lie. You're going to lie to these children, talk about what Allah going to do and what Jesus going to do. You're lying to these children. As they grow up, they begin to see. They lied to me, just like you lied to them about Santa Claus. And you know there's no Santa Claus. You lied to these children. There is no little devil under the ground. That's a lie. So you're going to take my little money. I'm a teenager. I'm a child. And you're going to exploit a child. And you think I shouldn't have a problem with that. And these are the adults. I trust you as a child. These are my elders. A parent is supposed to protect their child. And you're lying to me. Some of these people make their children go to church, make their children go to the mosque. I know two young men right now serving life in prison. I remember when they was born in the Nation of Islam. And the parents made them go to the mosque with their little bow ties and whatever. Now they sitting in prison. And I know the religion has a lot to do with it. Where is Master Farad Muhammad for them? Where is Jesus for them? Now they sitting for life in prison. I'm mentally ill. I can admit that. No big deal. I suffer from trauma. I admit that. You think there's nothing wrong with you. So you're the one that really had a problem. Because I understand that I can be wrong. You don't think you can be wrong. I understand I can be wrong. You don't. Everything you say and do, is right. That's mental illness. If I'm wrong, if I'm in error, I can accept that because it makes me a better person. It makes us better when we understand our error and we correct ourselves. So the only thing you're doing is making me better. Trying to make mockery does not make nobody better. Telling outright lies on somebody doesn't make anybody better. You know what you've done. These people know what they've done. But you're not man and woman enough to accept responsibility and hold yourself accountable for your error, for your mistake. So it's easier for you to come out here, he crazy. She crazy. It's easier for you to do that than say, I made a mistake. I made an error. That's not going to help you in the long run. Because you know, and your God knows, that you're a liar. There are people who go to court and put their hand on the Bible or raise their hand and they testify to tell the truth, knowing they're going to lie. They know they're going to lie. When I went to court, I told the judge, I did it. I didn't deny anything. I told the judge, you don't have to put all those screen shares and crap like that or whatever. I did it. No big deal. I know what I've done. But I also know what caused me to do those things. Because I'm not a spiteful person. I don't go around hating people. I don't hurt people that didn't do nothing to me. Why would I do that when I suffer being bullied? I suffered the same trauma myself. So why would I want to be like what caused me to have problems? Why would I want to attack somebody and bully somebody that didn't do nothing to me? Like what was done to me. That don't even make any sense. Well, yeah, for some people it do. It makes sense for some folks. I don't do that. I treat a person the way I want to be treated. I've always been that way. If you are my friend, if we cool, whatever I have, I don't talk it. I walk the walk. There are not very many real people that you can say that's your friend. They will use you. You would give them $10, and you would give them $10, and you would give them $10. You'll never see nothing from them. They might give you 5 and 30 cents now and then. They won't treat you the way that you have treated them. These parasites, these leeches, they're not real. I don't go around hurting people. I don't go around trying to slander and gossip somebody. I don't need to lie. I'm willing to take a lie detector test. You pay for it. I'll take the test. I have offered to pay for a lie detector test for people. They won't take the test because they know they're going to fail. I ain't taking no test because you know you're going to fail. I'll take the test. I know I'm going to pass the test. I have no problem confessing to what I've done. But I also know why I had to do, or the reason why I thought I had to do what I done. So it's no big deal. You don't want to do that because you know you're the cause of it all. You're the root of the problem. So of course, and you want to avoid responsibility, you want to paint yourself as something that you're not. And then you go to, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Then you go to other places and meet new people, and they say the same damn thing. I don't know these people. I don't know who the hell you talking about. Now you involved in some new stuff. I'm not around. So what does that tell us? Something wrong with your happy ass. That's what it said. These persons want to debate me, and they want to play these mind games. You can't debate me, sir. You can't debate me, ma'am. You're not smart enough, and what you bringing is too weak. Here I am, stuck in the crazy house for 10 years with people with degrees in mind games. And I dealt with them for 10 years and I beat them. I beat them. They said, this hasn't been done. We've been around for 100 years. This has never been done. You damn Skippy. You met the right one. I was built for this. I know how to handle this situation. I was built for this. I'm built for you. I can show us how to get out of this situation once and for all. I was built for this. There's a reason why I had to go to the nut house. There's a reason why I was bullied. There's a reason why all these different things to make me who I am. Because you need to get out of this once and for all. No feel-good rhetoric. No more feel-good rhetoric. No more slogans. Fight the power by any means necessary. And your ass still right here. You're still here suffering just like if nothing happened. People talk about, give me another 100 years. Give me another 20 years. We already gave you 100 years. We've given you 1,400 years. We've given you 2,000 years. Half of the people on the planet believe in religion and spirituality, and look at the condition of the human being. Talk to them. Nasty, arrogant, profane. This is why I go hard on them. Because they're pompous and arrogant and nasty. Selfish. They are the problem. The problem of humanity is that other half with their spiritual religious garbage. And I can deal with all of them, no matter who they are. Your day, your time is over. That's what's causing humanity to be in the shape that we're in. Listening to these bogus wackos in La La Land, the spiritual realm. Bring your spirit ass on the live stream right now. Come on. You can astral project out your body. Negroes run around here think they Arabs and Indians and Africans. You don't know nothing about none of that stuff. You're going to get angry at us because we want to be who we are. And we express ourselves, our uniqueness. And if I want to believe in God, I can connect to God just like they can. I don't need their God. And I can name my God and worship my God just like they do. Your God don't exist. Well, prove your God exists. How the hell are you going to tell me my God don't exist? How do we know you haven't proved your God exists? So we all on the same level here. If they can talk to God, we can too. We don't need your leftovers, microwave oven garbage. When I was in court and I filed those restraining orders on these evil people, exactly, Sister Tangi, lawyers was impressed by me. They didn't know the difference between me and my lawyers. And the judge wrote in his judgment, I guess that's what we're going to say, in his conclusion, he called me a very intelligent person. So this is what and these people have degrees in law. They have degrees in mental health. You never faced these kind of people before. I faced these people. I faced mental health professionals with degrees, years of experience, judges with years of experience. I dealt with these people and I beat them at their own game because they wanted to hold me for the rest of my life. I put a whooping on them they never had before. They told me, we never had nobody like you before. You damn Skippy. But it was their job to make me tough and stand strong the way I do, because if you want to truly liberate yourself from this situation, you got to be strong. You got to be tough. You got to have a strong foundation. You're not liberated because the people that you're depending on is too damn weak. They're not smart enough. They're not quick enough. They're not quick moving, fast moving, quick thinking, right down to the modern time. They trying to take you back to 1930, 5000 BC, 1400, and all this other crazy stuff. This is 2023. You gonna humiliate and embarrass Angelsnupnup7. Well, come on, bring it. Bring everything that you got. It can't be done. Because I represent the present and the future, and you represent the caveman. That's what they represent, the caveman. Going back, you don't have no language, going back to grunting, eating raw meat, and all that kind of good stuff. That's where they want to take you to. Dress up like some Egyptians and some fake Hebrew Israelites. We ain't know. What do a Hebrew Israelite look like? Fictional people. People you don't know nothing about. We've never lived in foreign lands. The Aboriginals is more real than all this black conscious garbage. At least they got us here in America. We never lived in Africa. We don't know nothing about Kemet, Timbuktu. We don't know about that stuff. And then the Africans are trying to get rid of Islam. They're trying to get rid of Christianity because they know that came from the colonizer. That came from the invaders. And here you have these people talking all this African stuff. And they Muslims and Christians. And the Africans trying to get rid of that. They trying to break the bonds themselves. And we want to be part of that. We want to be a voluntary slave. So you can call me crazy. That don't bother me. I love it. Keep me on your mind. J.T. Riley, one of my brothers, he said, feed my sickness. Keep me on your mind. Between the... I can't hardly read these, your comments. because of the way this live stream is made. I can't keep up with everything. But we had technical difficulties in the original live stream, so I had to. I just went to the telephone. I'm gonna have to use a different computer. That's what we're gonna do. So, in conclusion, I want to say this. I want to say this to all those who want to call Angelsnupnup7 crazy, mental illness. Guess what? Woo! Hey, check it out. There's a lot of free programs for crazy people. You can get your utility bills paid. You can get your phone bill paid. They pay for your medicine if you need medicine. There's a lot of things that they give to crazy people. And so, of course, I don't really like to be labeled that way. But since you labeled me that way, then why can't I take advantage of it? Hey, woo, ain't that something? You try to destroy somebody, and the only thing you did was make things easier for me. So yes, because I'm crazy, they help mentally ill people, and I fill out those applications, and I'm mentally ill. They made me mentally ill. It's verified. It's documented. So when they check it out, they say, well, yeah, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia or whatever. I sure was. Pay my telephone bill. Pay my internet bill. Buy me some shoes. You damn Skippy. Now, all of you making what do you get? What do the government, what do they do for you like that? See, there's an old saying, when you dig a grave for somebody, you dig one for yourself. Something to that effect. You trying to destroy me, and you the one going down in the hole. So yes, I'm crazy, but my phone bill getting paid. My gas bill getting paid. Because I'm crazy. I don't know no better. Pay my crazy happy head. Exactly. Exactly. So while you making mockery, that's cool. Laugh at my gas bill getting paid. This sweater that I'm wearing, it's free. They gave it to me. I didn't buy it. This what I'm wearing. They paid for it. So, hey, I don't mind being crazy. I didn't think about that till recently. I'm like, wow, there's mentally ill people can get some stuff. So I don't mind being crazy. Sometimes there's a silver lining in a dark cloud. No big deal. So who really is looking stupid now? Ashe, Habaragani, Black Power. Isn't it a coincidence too that it just so happened I'm red, black, and green? Because that wasn't the intent. But I'm red, black, and green. All due respect to Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey is gone. We learn from the mistakes of Marcus Garvey. We learn from the success of Marcus Garvey, and we move forward. I'm going to give Marcus Garvey his respect. I'm going to give all our freedom fighters their respect. But when you come to us like you know it all and you so supreme, it's not going to happen. Because if you was really like that, and there's thousands of you who think that way, why are we in the condition that we're in? If you so bad like that, if you got it going on like that. Sister Tanya said the Hebrew Israelites are the most insane. You see them on videos, you see them on the street. They dressed up like sheep herders. And they got these canes and, oh, wow. You believe, look, I'm supposed to be insane. And these people believe that they can fly out their body, spaceships, spaceships and talking animals, and virgins have babies and all this crazy stuff. But I'm supposed to be insane. How you gonna call me insane when you believe in all this fairy tale fantasy stuff? It's not real. I would advise us, because it is the best solution, I would advise us to get on board the soul train. Let's put our talents, our resources, and your supreme wisdom, let us get that together and make the Mississippi campaign successful and get all the benefits that it will give us. It will take you places we've never been before. Perhaps at a later time, even really out into the heavens. Because the Mississippi campaign is more than what you think that it is. You need to get out of that black stuff. That's what put us in bad shape to begin with. You think like them. How are you going to liberate yourself and you think like the oppressor? That's what's wrong with Africa. That's what's wrong with all these places where they regain their freedom from the colonizer. The colonizer is gone, but the people still think like the colonizer. Here we are. You have the realities temple on earth. You need a new mindset. We need a new strategy, a whole new way of looking at things. We keep who we are. We keep and love our blackness. That don't go nowhere. We love who we are. But the way you look at yourself has to change, because you're looking at yourself in the same manner as the people who conquered us, who made us slaves, who oppress us. You're not going to get nowhere. And you can debate me and argue, but the last 100, time has shown that what y'all talking about, how you think and how you move, it don't work. Time. Only thing I'm doing is talking the obvious. And you try to explain. There's nothing to explain. Time has shown that it don't work. You can hold on to it all you want to, and you can love all you want. It's a hurting thing. I know. It's a hurting thing. It hurts to know what you believe in and dedicated your life. I know. I went through the same thing myself. Do you want to win, or you want to keep doing what we've been doing? If you want to be a winner, y'all got to drop that chicken dinner. That's what they say. Get on board the soul train. Pool our resources. Let's get together. It's not going to take 100 years. You'll be shocked. It'll happen faster, and you'll get the benefits quicker than you thought or you think, because it's time. It's time. And we will make Marcus Garvey proud. We will make Elijah Muhammad proud. We will make Noble Drew Ali proud, Dr. King, Coretta, and our elders who are alive right now. They say, wow, look what they've done. They made it easier for us to do what we need to do. So we stand on the back of our elders, those who came before us. We don't mock them. I don't degrade them. I'm saying that those things don't work. We have to do differently. We embrace their success, make it our own, so that we can be successful. And when we win, they win. And if they are in the spiritual realm, in the afterlife or whatever, they'll look at us and say, wow, they got it together. It wasn't meant for them. It wasn't time. I'm telling us it's time. But time waits for no one, y'all. It waits for no one. Once the bus leaves the terminal, once the train leaves the terminal, you're done. So I suggest to us, let's be on time. There's an old theme the Nation of Islam used to use, the time and what must be done. We should be saying the time and what we did. If you know what must be done, how come it's not did? Why you keep saying over and over the time and what must be done? Well, if you know what must be done, then do it. What's taking you so long? We should be saying the time and what we did. And what did you did? We took control of a state. We took a poor state, and now it's wealthy. We control that state. We are the greatest producers of organic food in the world. That's what we did. Our children, our schools are producing geniuses. Our incarceration rate is real low. Our teenage pregnancy rate is real low. That's what we did. The drug houses is going out of business because the people don't want drugs no more. The liquor store is going out of business because we don't want liquor no more. Not because of God, because I don't want it. I don't want that stuff. I'm not interested no more. Because we have grown to a higher plane in existence. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Accept reality, my friend. It's much easier. On that note, I want to thank Sister Tangi, her family, the deacons, Mellow Cap, our people out here in social media. I thank you very much for joining us again on this spontaneous broadcast. Peace and respect to the Honorable Marcus Garvey and our ancestors, of course. I don't mean to hurt people's feelings, I don't mean to disrespect nobody. Unfortunately, this is a serious time. Drastic times call for drastic measures. If you want to be successful, this is what we need to do. It's not about Angelsnupnup7. It's about us. It's going to take a team effort because I don't know it all. I don't have supreme wisdom. But I'm not so stupid. It's very obvious that what we're doing is not working. So time has given us something that has never been tried. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. Are you afraid? What you afraid of? Let's do this. So let me get out of here. Again, thank you for listening. Jot down your comments, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And until the next live stream. Oh, there goes Sister Ann. What's up there, Sister Ann? One of my favorite people. Small talk in his house. Thank you for dropping by, Sister Ann. And yeah, we're gonna kick a while, Sister Ann. We're gonna kick a while. Because we really are needed. You should not want us to leave no time soon. You need this help. You need for us to help push this boat and get you out there in the water so you can free yourself. Accept reality, my friend, is much easier. And we will entertain all those who want to humiliate and embarrass Angelsnupnup7. You can come and try to do that if you want to. It's all good. I'm telling you now, you're going to fail. And they have been failing since 2007. So get in line and join the rest of the suckers who thought they was going to put Angelsnupnup7 in check. You don't have enough money in the bank. Sister Ann said, last time we was in the water, we was in chains. But this time we're going to push off because we own the boat. We own the boat and we don't have chains. We're going to do it our way. Not the way of some foreigners. We're going to do it our way. So again, on that note, we're going to get out of here. As our ancestor, Don Cornelius, used to always say, as in parting, I wish us love, peace, and soul. And we are Audi 5000.